getting into today's two topics, we are going to be talking about the new redhead, Pirates of the Caribbean redhead walk-around character, and Alex and I are going to sort of find out what other Disney characters from attractions we'd like to see as walk-around characters, and Alex and I are going to try and solve Disneyland's stroller issue. A lot of, I believe we briefly talked about the stroller issues a couple episodes ago, but getting into the first topic, Disney's new Brassy Buccaneer is what they're calling her on the Disney Parks blog. That's okay. Brassy Buccaneer sailing into Disneyland Park this summer. I'm just going to quote straight from the Disney Parks blog post. Arriving soon at Disneyland Park is a fierce and independent pirate known as Red. A bit mysterious. So I guess Brassy Buccaneer isn't technically her name, it's Red. But a bit mysterious by nature, Red travels to various ports throughout the Caribbean, selling rum and collecting coin, and will be soon taking a journey to visit with guests in New Orleans Square. And here, in the post, it's sort of like they do like a mini interview with her. I'm just going to read this straight for you guys so you will know. Yeah, I'm just going to read the interview to you guys. Now, the interview is asking her, "Can you tell us a little bit about yourself?" And she says, "Well, if I needed friends, they call me Red. Pirates call me for short. I've been around the world, but the sea is..." Is that a good pirate voice? I feel like that's more of a Western voice. But I've been around the world, but the sea is always home. That's like Forrest Gump. That's not pirate speak, but I'm doing my best. "Do you know Captain Jack Sparrow? That Sparrow owes me a new ship. Wouldn't be surprised if he found himself in the irons once more. If you see Mr. Sparrow, I'd be looking for him." Yeah, that's not pirates. That's Forrest Gump. But I will roll with it. "Some pirates think it's bad luck to have a woman aboard a pirate ship. What do you think? 'Tis far worse luck not to." There's only 3 more I gotta get through. "What is treasure to you?" "Coin, of course. I accept it all. Spanish doubloons, English farthings, French livre, Dutch lion dollars, and Portuguese moidor." That's a tough word to pronounce. "Are you looking forward to meeting guests in New Orleans Square?" "I suppose. I'd be searching for brave sorts of recruits for a few little ventures." Oh my gosh. Okay, so this last one is sort of poking fun at what she used to be in the ride. "Are you anyone's bride?" the interviewer asks. "My only love is profits, dear." So, that was the worst thing I've ever done on this channel, but
I don't know what was worse, the interview or that voice that you came up with.
Oh my goodness! I tried to channel some sort of inner pirate I had, but I ended up just being Forrest Gump. So yeah, as Alex said, the interview is really strange. I found it weird that they decided to do like a mini interview with her, a mini interview in quotes. The questions are kind of weird. I can't quite put my finger on it. But yeah, the questions are kind of weird. They don't say specifically when she'll be arriving. It just says, "Brassy Buccaneer sailing into Disneyland Park this summer." So we're not 100% sure on the dates of this. Maybe around the time Pirates is supposed to reopen from refurbishment. But Alex, what are your thoughts on having the redhead as a walk-around character in the Disney parks? Or I guess in Disneyland.
Well, okay, so so since I heard about this from you, what was it, today or yesterday, or I don't even remember the days anymore. I've been trying to figure out why they would do this. Like, why would there be this walk around character? Like, it makes no sense. She's not really like, I mean, the redhead as she was in the past was just known as this minor character in Pirates of the Caribbean: The Ride.
Mm-hmm.
And now she's a walk-around character, and it just doesn't seem right because she's not very well known in that respect. And she's not on the caliber of Jack Sparrow or Barbossa or anything. It's kind of weird. And so the more I thought about it, the more I suddenly kind of realized what they were trying to accomplish here. And what they were trying to do, I think, is they were trying to show, well, okay, how do I put this into words? Because I know what I'm thinking in my head, but trying to say it into words doesn't come out right. So they want her as a walk-around character, so that way she can provide this, female strong character that they want to build up for her. They want children to interact with a female pirate character as opposed to the standard, male tough pirate character that is always seen as the hero or whatever. Now they want there to be something that is more feminine and something that represents the what am I trying to say here? the female side of things. So they want there to be a character that children can look up to that isn't just male. They want there to be a female character. So I know that's one of the reasons why they turned the redhead in The Ride into a pirate, is because there isn't very many female pirate characters, if any at all, and they wanted there to be a female pirate character that can I don't know. Come on, Alex. What am I trying to say here? It has to do with equality and feminism and things like that. Equality between the genders and things like that. You always have these male role models and male lead characters, and Disney is trying to push the female characters. And so that's why they have her as this walk-around person, because you can meet Jack Sparrow as a walk-around character. You can meet a band of singing pirates that are walk-around characters. But now they want something else for children to look up to and kind of, idolize as part of being a pirate, and it's being a female pirate. And so anyway, that's my thoughts on why they have her in the first place. But now my opinion on having her around is kind of different. I'm not against there being a female pirate character at all. It's just that her character is so developed last minute. It's almost like they needed a character really fast, and so they just developed this female redhead character, and she seems kind of like a not so well-rounded character. When you read books and things like that, you have what are called flat characters and rounded characters. And rounded characters are characters who have a backstory, who start to develop and become part of your circle of characters and stuff like that. But then you have this flat character like Red, and all they want you to know about her is that she is your average pirate. She sells booze and stuff like that, and and she probably pillages, plunders, and stuff like that, just like any other pirate. But anyway, I think it's just a little odd. It's just a little weird because she's not well known in the movies, and she's just a theme park created character, and that doesn't usually pan out when you have a character that's created specifically for a theme park and you're trying to make them popular or you're trying to make them seem cool. It doesn't always pan out the way that you would think it would. So I think that this Red character is gonna be kind of awkward, and if she's anything like the Red character from Walt Disney World's refurbished Pirates of the Caribbean, she's probably going to seem a little strange too, because I don't know, like I didn't like the voice that they chose for the female pirate character in Walt Disney World, and most likely we're going to get the same voice actor here for ours at Disneyland, which is, in my opinion, unfortunate, because she just doesn't sound right. She doesn't sound like a pirate. She sounds like somebody's angry Southern mother, you know, like you know, like, they want the rum, don't ya, boys? And it just doesn't sound right. Like, I'm like, that doesn't sound like a pirate. Like, I don't know. Anyway, so that's kind of my opinion on her and why I don't think it's really gonna pan out right.
Yeah, I agree with you. My impression was, with them having this new walk-around character, I assumed it was so they could warm up people's idea to replacing the redhead, since they're replacing her with this new one from the, as you might have already seen in Walt Disney World, and I believe in Disneyland Paris as well. I just assumed it was to sort of get people on the right side, get people on Disney's side as to why they're sort of changing it. But I do agree with Alex. I do think it's kind of weird to have this one character we don't even know anything about and have her as a walk-around character, but I can totally see why they would want to do it, like Alex said, for female empowerment, something like that. That's what you said. But yeah, that kind of stuff. Now, I really don't have a lot else to say. I mean, it's...
You know what else I was thinking just now? I was thinking maybe they want to create a line of female what do they call that? They want to create a line of merchandise that is pointed towards the female park guest. So like right now, like a lot of the pirate stuff that they're selling in the parks is aimed at young boys and men who like pirates, but maybe they see a future in, you know, selling pirate stuff to girls and women. So maybe they're trying to create a market with this character, you know, which I think is kind of it. That's what it feels like, doesn't it? I mean,
yeah. Well, now that you bring it up, I can totally see Disney coming out with maybe like 3 or 4 different sidekicks that she can have, and have them be like on the cover of on a T-shirt that says maybe something like "Pirates don't take orders from men," something like that. You guys know what I mean. But it's just I can. Oh my gosh, that was possibly a weird comment, but anyways, I can totally see Disney doing this now that Alex just brought it up. But yeah, I really don't have a lot else to say about this walk-around character. I mean, we won't know what she's like until we actually get to see her in person. Then again, and also Disney didn't put a dedicated release date. It just said coming this summer, so she could be coming anytime. It doesn't really matter. But anyways, let's move on to Hey there, Mountaineers. Hope you enjoyed this short excerpt from the recent podcast, and if you did, be sure to check out the full episode. The link will be in the description.